Hello and welcome back to the channel. Tim Ready Rides Motorbikes. Obviously I'm not riding motorbikes today. I'm in my daughter's bedroom doing this video. If I was Neevesy, I'd be in my garage with all my one-piece leathers behind me. I've got an old Heingericke Gore-Tex boot and a book about princesses because I'm in my daughter's bedroom. But anyway, we're here to talk about Triumph because as much as I love Triumph, and I do really enjoy Triumph's bikes, I've owned several, I've enjoyed most of the ones I've ridden. I think as a brand, it's had a problem that people have started to talk about, and that is the simple fact its bikes come in quite boring colours. And every time I go on a Triumph press launch, there are journalists, including me, going up to Triumph product people and saying, why have you brought out this really exciting, well-engineered, well-made bike and then painted it the same colour as the inside of a rain cloud in the devil's scrotum? Sorry, that's some actual work on my wrist. Anyway, their colour schemes have just not been that exciting. However, today I can announce that things are changing at Triumph. Hooray! That's why I've bothered doing this video, because they've just announced a whole new range of colour schemes for their Modern Classics range. Modern Classics, or is it just Classics? I can't remember and I'm too lazy to look it up, but basically there's some new exciting colour schemes for Triumph's range of retro looking bikes, and they've got me excited, not just for these bikes but for the brand as a whole. So I'm going to whistle through some of these new colours and then that'll be it, frankly. Video done. First up in the new colours is the Speed Twin 1200. Now I love this bike, I rode it last year and it's one of those bikes I still hanker for months after riding it. I didn't really want to give it back, it just felt like a lovely parallel twin, thumping torque, retro thing that actually went around corners, had a proper chassis, proper tyres, and I stuck my one-piece gimp suit on to go and ride it. It was that sporty, and now it looks amazing because it's available in matte Baja orange. It looks awesome. I remember when Triumph brought out a matte orange Street Triple R, I think it was, just after I bought my first bike, which was a black non-R Street Triple, and I thought, I wish I'd got the orange one, but I bet it's a pain to get the flies off. But anyway, matte orange Speed Twin looks amazing. Next up on the cool colour list for Triumph is the Thruxton 1200 RS, available in this delicious green and gold. It's actually called Competition Green and Silver with a bit of gold on it. I think it looks like a woodland nymph. My dad had one of these and then he had an interaction with a car and it no longer exists. His was red and gold and it was before the RS. But anyway, that looks good. Now we're getting slightly into more traditional retro scene with the Bonneville T100, which comes in this proper old school Meriden blue and tangerine option. It's a classic Triumph colour combination. It's been brought back, what, probably 10 years ago I think it was, for another special edition. And that's probably because most of the people that saw this colour scheme the first time around are dead or really, really old, so they brought it back. Looks quite nice. Very pale blue, orange, almost Gulf Oils colours, but not quite, and that would make absolutely no sense because Gulf Oil has no real link to Triumph whatsoever, as far as I know. Now, what if a Bonneville T100 is not the bike for you and you want 20 more? Well, then you get the Bonneville T120, and it's got 20 more in the colour department now because it's got a new Aegean blue colour option. It's technically called Aegean Blue and Fusion White, which looks delicious with a little gold pinstripe between the two. It looks like a blueberry jam sandwich or cake, Victoria sponge with something blue in the middle. Nothing natural is blue, is it? Weird. Now, we're over to the Scramblers, and Triumph has renamed all of their 900cc modern retro classic, whatever they're called, bikes this year to bring their names more into line with the big bikes. So instead of the Street Scrambler, we've now got the Scrambler 900. And Triumph's kind of gone off the boil a bit here because it's just maroon. What's it actually called? Carnival Red. Doesn't look like the most exciting of carnivals ever, but hey, it's a new finish. And you can also get the 1200 Scrambler with this new Carnival Red finish as well in a slightly different layout. And that's available on the Scrambler 1200 XE and XC, two more mispronounced bike names I've never heard. But anyway, slightly dull red for your Scramblers. And another bit of slightly old school Triumph dull is the Street Twin, now known as the Speed Twin 900. It's grey. It's grey with a bit of fluoro on it. So yeah, I mean, yeah. It's alright. It's still grey though, isn't it? Anyway, that was a very quick rattle through some of Triumph's new colours for its modern classic range, and it does give me hope that we're going to start to see Triumph doing lariat colour schemes because they've got history of doing it. I remember the Nuclear Red Speed triples from the late 1990s, and Nuclear Red was not red, it was hot magenta, and there are all these great press shots of these speed triples doing massive wheelies in pink, and I would buy one of those. Triumph, if you brought out a new Speed Triple RS in Nuclear Red, I would literally go out and buy one because it would look amazing. And I think Roulette Green is due a comeback as well. That was a really bright green. You could get that on all sorts of things. I remember it on the original Street Triple. Stick it on the Street Triple again. I'd settle for a Trident in Roulette Green. I think there is an orange Trident as well now. But anyway, I'm now just saying random bike names and colours, so I'm going to call this video to a halt and say thank you ever so much for watching. If you are also excited by this good news, go down to the comments and just tell me what your favourite ever bike colour is, because I'm quite interested, and I'll reply to you saying whether I agree or not. That's how YouTube works, is democratisation of media and conversation back and forth. Usually it's just angry people saying I got things wrong, which I probably did in this video. Anyway, thank you for watching, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time.